Greetings everyone, I am Sister Lilia and welcome to my armory. So I decided to do a little comparison between faction starter sets from different games. On one side we have Star Wars Legion's Imperial Blizzard Force starter set box thing. Pardon the shake there. On the other we have the old ASTRA Militarum Combat Patrol that was also called Cadia Stance. Let's get started. I had a bit of a look for the full price and it's around a bit over $280. Like it's, what is it, like 286 or something? This is the Combat Patrol retailed for 280. As a comparison, this gives you a proper starting army. This barely gives you a starting army. I mean, let's see. We've got one HQ choice, one HQ choice, two troop choices, three troop choices, a heavy support choice, the equivalent of a heavy support choice, a fast attack choice, two fast attack choices. I mean, in terms of units that fill a role, you get more in this box. There is a difference in terms of scale, and I mean, look at how much the ATST dwarfs everything. I mean, that thing's the size of a knight. That thing's taller than a knight. Let me just bring in a Crusader. We have a Crusader here. It's taller, but it's not denser. There is physically more in this. Now, at the same time, looking at the actual retail for the ATST, it's over $100 full price, Australian. Now, going to be honest, I didn't pay full price for either of these. I got this one through an accumulation of savings, of discount vouchers for a stockist back at the start of 23, and what I got it as was Cadia Stands. So I got the Codex with it, which only got a 6-month lifespan. And with this, the cards that come, like both came with cards in them. This didn't come with a rulebook, but the rules were free to download. This came with a faction rulebook that became useless, that became barely more than a paperweight 6 months later. Oof. I mean, the unit cards, I think, have been invalidated by the new edition. I think it's, 2.6 or something for Legion. I will say, though, the Sentinel went together a lot smoother. I mean, I did have trouble at a few moments. The ATST, bit more of a pain in the ass. Getting that center turret to look straight, I've tried. It hasn't. And I mean, it is technically built in sub-assemblies. I can take the ATST apart and paint all of it. Well, I can take it apart so that I can paint it all. In terms of buildability and ease of build, the Empire actually takes it. Every one of, I only had to glue that arm, and I didn't even have to. I had to glue the arm and I had to glue them to the bases. Now, I've deliberately done that so that it's, again, easier to paint. I didn't do that with Vader. Vader just has gaps. On one hand, you wouldn't, if you only knew the power of the dark side. On the other hand, apparently that power doesn't include removal of gaps. So I'm going to make use of liquid green stuff to do some gap filling, because I don't feel like using the bicarb and super glue method on him. In terms of detail, though, the 40k, the Games Workshop set takes it. It's got a lot more detail up on the models. Like if we let's grab the Stormtrooper Commander or Snowtrooper Commander. Like, if we actually look at the detail in comparison, like, there is a lot more physical detail on much of the guardsmen, but the Snowtrooper is no slouch, and there's some spots that I missed shaving down Flash on the thing, but then I think these are an older sculpt. These were new. These came out at the end of 22. But it is comical looking at the ATST and the Sentinel next to each other. The Sentinel is bigger. Is not bigger. If things were scaled, if these were the same scale, the ATST would be close to the scale of a knight. It's just comically big. But 40k, which is hilarious because 40k loves doing comically oversized. At the same time, the knight would pummel it. Its deflective, its frontal ion shields would be very useful. And the ATST has this habit of getting tripped over by things. And it's not great at dealing with kinetic impact. Mind you, most weapons in Star Wars fire semi-molten plasma, or mass accelerated tiny projectile using plasma as the means of accelerating it, such as the Clone Trooper blasters. But yeah, that's kind of, I kind of run out of things to say. This has kind of been a look at the two sets compared to each other. I hope you enjoyed.